How's it going, everybody? Max here. In this latest update, I want to try to convince you guys that your feelings are not real. Now, I know you're thinking, they're my feelings, I feel them, how could they not be real? But I'm going to try to convince you otherwise. Now, for one, there's the microbiome. Now, I've talked a bit about the microbiome before, and I recently wrote a primer on it for the Huffington Post, a link for which you can find down below. But the microbiome is the name that they give to the 100 trillion microorganisms that live in your gut, outnumbering your own cells 10 to 1. It's pretty fascinating. And we're really at the tip of the iceberg now in terms of understanding just how large of an impact the microbiome has on our health. Not least of which our mental health. In fact, a very new study showed that humans who took a probiotic supplement to enhance diversity in the gut bacteria experienced less reactivity to sad thoughts than those on a placebo. Now, this can be a major predictor for depression. Imagine that. Invisible organisms living in your gut that can have a positive impact on your happiness. 2. Inflammation. Now, inflammation is the body's natural response to infection or disease, but over the long term, chronic inflammation can and does lead to disease. Well, we now know that inflammation can also lead to, you guessed it, depression. And the beautiful thing about this is that inflammation can be controlled through a myriad of things that you can do to minimize it, from increasing your consumption of omega-3s to experiencing awe. How awesome is that? 3. Our thoughts shape our spaces, and our spaces return the favor. It's true. How you feel at any given moment is shaped inexorably by your environment. Research came out recently suggesting that people projected feelings of emotional instability when sitting at a wobbly table. The chair you're sitting at affects your posture and can even affect how much you trust your own thoughts. Even taste can be modified by changing the color of the utensils that you're using. Lastly, 4. Diet. A study came out recently validating the idea that non-celiac gluten sensitivity exists. Now, this is something that can affect 18 million people in the country, and it's a pretty debated diagnosis, but the study showed that patients without celiac disease experience depression and brain fog when fed even small amounts of gluten, and yet it's massively underdiagnosed. So the next time you're feeling the fog, remember, it could be your focaccia. All right, everybody, that's it for me. I'm Max Lugavere. If you enjoy these, subscribe to my channel. You never know, you might learn something, and I will see you next time. Peace.